Southern Conference, Belinda, who's here representing, Belinda, representing Conference Minister Ed Davis, who is also on the board of the Church Building and Loan Fund. And we actually had one other board member here, Sepu Tanabasa, who was here also here in California, was here yesterday. And we always are glad when a couple of board members show up to be with us in these events. So Edward sent a gift to Belinda, part of their campaign of hope. And it's this lovely candle. And it's to encourage those of us who serve in the national setting and in places around the church to keep hope alive. So I just wanted to acknowledge that publicly. Thank you. Edward's not here, but thank you, Belinda, and to the Southern Conference for this great gift. Isn't that nice? So thank you so much. So yesterday we really went deep on why. And I think it was, you can't avoid the how, and you saw a little bit of the how too in the examples, the great examples that Rick Reisinger shared with us, and the Kudiyamats from Pearl City shared with us the ways that churches build when their why becomes clarified, continuously clarifying your why. The nuts and bolts, what we call it, the heart of the Partners in Building program. I was asking David Shane, who you hear from later, who works with us on legacy churches, was talking about the origins of the Partners in Building. It started we think it's about 2007, and it was started to help churches long before they were ready to apply for financing. There's still some chairs around, so just find this sit where you can fit in. And it's expanded to be a little bit more to cover, in response to the landscape, in response to the reality of churches. But the heart of the program really is how you can enter into a building process well prepared. So the presentations you're going to hear, starting with our own Susan Mitchell about capital campaigns, are really directed toward things you need to know to be equipped in your building process, whatever it is. If it's a new church, if it's an acquisition of property or a renovation, or anything to do with church property. There's certain things that all of us need to know. You're not going to become an expert from a one-day seminar. And that's part of what we all recognize. But the Church Building and Loan Fund brings its 163 years of experience to you through this event. And listen for you'll all kinds of things that impress you, but listen for the key elements of each presentation. They're very different, and as you can see your program, but also be mindful of where you are in your process and which elements are most critical right now. I'll give you an example, and I'll get out of the way. A couple of years ago, it might have been last year, at the Partners in Building event, a church heard the great presentation on church insurance, which you'll hear, very important, and recognized that their policy was not sufficient to cover their plant, and went home and beefed up their policy. Now, they were not a UCC church or one of the covenant partners that the UCC Insurance Board serves, but they're other church insurance companies, so they went back and they got a policy that really sufficiently covered the liability that they could potentially face in a loss. Now, wouldn't you know, there was one of those huge storms that we seem to have a lot lately that really devastated a huge part of the church. And they called me and said this, had they not learned what they learned about insurance, they would have had insufficient coverage and would have had to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars out of their own resources, which most churches don't have, to repair their church. And so that's just the kind of thing that, that we didn't anticipate anything like that, but those are the kinds of nuggets of wisdom that you're going to learn today.